Whoa. Before the video starts, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment in the section, let us know your thoughts of what's going on. Now back to your regular scheduled programming.
All right. Welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth, where we cut the BS and give you the truth all about sports. I am Bryce Davis. I'm hosting with Bryce Olden. And happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's been passed. Mm-hmm. How was it for your family?
Mine was pretty good. I think the word I would use to describe Thanksgiving for me this year was low key.
Okay.
Right. My immediate family had a little something, and then my bigger family kind of had something. But overall, it was kind of like, it wasn't like last year. I felt like it was more like bigger.
Right.
Which was good. Something different, especially coming off what I was coming off last year.
Right. The injuries.
Yeah. And then this year was a little bit more low key. And I said that before I ask you about yours. That's kind of what I want to get into a little bit. Okay. Is I started thinking about like where I was this time, like last year. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And as far as, because, Thanksgiving time for thankfulness, what you're thankful for and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking like, man, this time last year, I was down. You know what I'm saying? Like I was as down could be. Obviously, there are worse things that happen to people out there in the world. But
for your own experience.
My life, especially my life as an adult, it was one of the more, trying, probably the most trying period so far for me being an adult, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And whether it's, whether you help of you guys and some other friends and my family to kind of see where I come full circle just a year later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was kind of like, it meant something different. You know what I mean? It's like, all right.
You had a lot to be thankful for. Or last year, it's like, what can I be thankful for? I'm alive, then that's probably much it.
Yeah. I mean, I was in a cast this time last year, just at home, just me and my thoughts alone. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it was a low key. What about yours?
It was really good. Family that we haven't seen in a minute, mostly on my dad's side. So Kansas City, his brother, cousins, and from that side of the family. And it was really, really fun. It was really nice.
I know because y'all said you had to like redo the basement and pack everybody. So was it like many people you thought was gonna be there?
It was like 30 people, 31 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but because we did the basement, it helped.
Okay.
Like people could go downstairs and be down there. People could be upstairs. Like there were multiple places to congregate in the house and just talk with everybody.
Did people sleep there, or people had a hotel?
People left.
Okay.
When the night was over, people went to wherever they were supposed to go to.
Okay. You ain't gotta go home.
Right. You can't stay here.
Okay.
I think we had more time and it planned it a little bit different. We probably could have done like more that night. But it was just like for the Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
But after that, now plans are made to meet up with other family next year. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Obviously, a lot is taking place in sports this week. Obviously, with Thanksgiving comes the Thanksgiving Day games. You guys screwed the world again.
Yo, we survived.
I'm so sick of y'all, bro.
And blame the Raiders. That's all I'm going.
I'm blaming them. Them, Aiden O'Connell.
Yo,
I mean Brock Bowers ate, so I wasn't too mad.
He had a great game.
Yeah,
it's just that last snap. I'm like, I'll take it. I mean,
and I was like, all right, first, I'm like, my thoughts were when the Chiefs and Raiders, I'm like, okay, that was a false start or something.
Yeah. Cool.
That's going to back them up a little bit. Maybe, you know what I mean? That's not, all right. It makes it difficult, court, whatever. I didn't think they was going to be like, yeah, fuck it, fumble. Game over. Game over. We out of here.
It's done.
Yeah, we don't want to be here no more. It's cold. We out of here.
Yeah, about to snow.
Yeah, screw y'all. We out of here, man. I was like, man, y'all. And I heard the thing about the Chiefs is, I don't know, because obviously on one hand, it's good to win these close games.
Yep.
But on another hand, I'm like...
Oh, you could see the problems. The offensive line is a problem.
Yes.
Like for the Chiefs. And there's no way you take that offensive line to the playoffs and you win a game. I don't think that.
Because I'm asking myself, I'm like, what... Like these things that keep happening, right? Block field goals and fumbles and all that kind of stuff. I'm like... Will the Bills do that? Will the Ravens do it? Like will the Detroit do it? Like in the Super Bowl? Like will these teams who we expect to be? Will the Eagles do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope Jalen Hurts learned his lesson from the first Super Bowl when he fumbled, and that was like his only mistake, and that cost him. I don't know, man. I keep trying to figure out. I don't know what to make of y'all. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either right now. But I think the other game that we have to talk about is that Lions Bears game.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm watching it like, nah. Nah, he's not going to not use the timeout.
Right. You got 2 of them.
I'm surprised about the time. I was like, hey, bro, call the timeout, bro.
Yeah.
I would just, as a player, I would have just ran on the field and call away.
Yo, facts.
Fuck
Facts.
it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, how would you be like?
The moment Caleb got sacked, I'm calling the timeout.
Yeah.
The moment that happens. Like, all right, timeout. I need as many seconds as
Was it a sack that did it?
It was a sack.
Okay.
It was a sack, and they had another play to run, and it took them 25 seconds to run that play.
Okay.
It was 32. It was like 32 seconds when he got sacked. It took him 25 seconds to get the next play off, and that was the last play.
Oh, yeah, and they chucked it down.
Chucked it to Keelan Allen. He couldn't bring it in, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
That was crazy. I said, the minute he did that, because there's a guy I work, who I'm cool with, work with, who he's a big Bears fan. Yeah. And the minute I seen that, I was like, he got to go.
Yo, facts.
He got to go.
Everybody that Thanksgiving, whether you liked football or not, agreed he can't be the head coach.
Nah.
No competent head coach does that at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You just can't let that happen.
And the Bears agreed.
Yep.
Because he's out of a job.
Yep.
I don't know. I got to check the press. I meant to go back and check the press conference and see what he was thinking.
I mean, so his thought process, and I can kind of, because I watched it, and I'll paraphrase, but his thought process was basically, we just have to get a playoff. And it never in his press conference did he ever acknowledge that he had that timeout.
Yeah, he had multiple, right? It was just one.
I think he had like 2.
Yeah.
And he never acknowledged that he had them and that he wanted to use them in that press conference. And I think that's when it's like, yeah, you got to go.
So he probably still thought he had none. And man, you thought, we was out of timeouts at 40. I was probably said that, 40 was out of timeouts at the end of the game. No, you had 2. Word?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm out of a job.
Yep. Right, I'll be seeing y'all later.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing y'all later. It's been real.
Yeah.
It's been real. Because it's messed up when even the players know we got timeouts to use. Mm-hmm. And everyone knows 2-minute drill. You throw it to the boundary, catch it, step outside, and just get in the field goal range. Because that was the other part. Their kicker could not kick.
No.
To save his life.
No.
So you got to get him as close as possible. But damn.
I'm curious what happens from here.
Yeah, because this coaching hire has to be the right coach.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they already change something already?
Yeah, they already changed their offense coordinator.
So offense coordinator gone.
Yep.
Head coach gone.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So the next coach has to be the right coach, or this team never gets to where they could be. Because in that game, they were giving the Lions hell in that second half.
Yeah.
That team is talented enough to compete, but the coach has to be way better than that. Just situationally.
I just want to know who they could get. I keep going back to Ben Johnson from Detroit, familiar with the division, help with Caleb's maturation even more. But it just goes to show you, man, some people are meant to be coordinators, some people are not meant to be head coaches, and that's Matt Eberflus. He's a coordinator, D coordinator. That's what he should be. That's what he should stay. But a head coach, nah.
Like Nathaniel Hackett, he should never touch the headset like that again. The head
ever,
never. Nathaniel Hackett shouldn't even be.
What blame does Caleb get for it?
I think maybe 10%. He definitely could have played better in that first half.
I'm talking about the timeout, the situational awareness at the end.
I think he has a little bit.
I would say maybe 30 because I think your quarterback should be able to go to the coach like, hey, call the timeout. Just call it.
Well, he can call it too.
Yeah. As a rookie, I think 30 because I think that's something that you got to get used to is taking command like that.
The first couple of games he felt comfortable checking in and out of plays.
I thought that was Anthony Richardson.
No, that was him. That was Caleb Williams. And Richardson ain't a rookie, so he can, Caleb Williams, he was first couple games he was already audibling out of this and all of that. You know what I mean? Doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that. So I'm assuming he had free reign.
I don't know. Unless
they just both didn't know.
No, there's no way you know. Because when DJ Moore's like, we had timeouts.
Well, he could have said something. True. Like, that's why I hate motherfucker be like, after the fact, like, nah, bro, you could have said something.
True.
You could have walked over. You could have just I would have just screamed timeout. Something. Ran over there, timeout. Something.
But that's on the coach because a coach needs to be able to give his players like, hey, if something goes wrong and we're not giving you instruction, just time out.
Yeah.
Just time out. Like that needs to be put in place.
I don't know. I feel like in the NBA we see it more where guys take more control and be like, they'll call a timeout.
That's only 5 men on the field though.
Well, but I'm just saying veterans. Like
True.
because situational awareness is situational awareness. I don't care what sport it is. You either know or you don't.
True.
So if DJ Moore, if you knew, say something. Don't say something after the game.
True.
We don't, who matters now? Who cares now? You know,
and maybe he did.
Unless he knew. We got timeouts. I should probably walk over there and tell Caleb call a timeout. Or if I don't and we lose, Matt's probably gone. So maybe I just shut the fuck
up. That's diabolical if you did. Hey, everybody just
or if he just like he's probably thinking like, I wonder if anybody else knows we have 2 timeouts. I wonder if anybody care. Fred looks at his lineman. Nah, them niggas don't know.
Looks over Keenan Allen. Nah, he don't know.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Right. Okay. He don't care. He's out of here next year.
Rumor doing say he don't know.
Yeah. He a rookie. He just mad he ain't get no touches today. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's gone, and I'm curious what happens for the rest of the season. But it looks like I'm even more going to owe you more.
Yeah, you owe me 50. I mean, you're lucky we didn't also bet on playoffs either.
What you mean?
Because you had him in the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have known. Matt Eberflus.
I just didn't trust him. That was my biggest issue this whole year was I didn't trust that he was an actual head coach. And he's been proving it. But I think the other game that I saw that I want to talk about was the Green Bay Miami game.
Okay.
Because I still don't know what to think of Miami right now.
What's the
I watched that game. No, but beyond this, because without Tua, you don't make it into the playoffs. But even now, like we watched that, the Green Bay's a playoff ready team. You might have to go up to Buffalo in the playoffs. You have to go to Kansas City in the playoffs, and y'all can't play when it's cold.
No,
like come on. At some
What's
point,
confusing about this? It's hot. We thrive. It's cold. It's a no. You know what I'm saying?
That worries me because that means that you're never going to be able to get over the hump.
And now you know.
I just we can't keep doing this.
The quicker you come to the conclusion, now you know.
That's a talented team.
Your quarterback's from fucking Hawaii.
I get that. I know.
What'd you expect? You know what I'm saying?
But your receivers is from all over the place.
Where's Tyreek Hill from?
He's from Florida. He played in Oklahoma. I guess it's pretty warm
there. Yeah. Jalen, I don't know where he's from, but he played at Alabama.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
Odell's from Louisiana. It's just how they are. Yeah. And then, your body gets used to the Florida heat and all that.
So what we're saying is that Miami should be built from like the Big Ten and not the SEC.
Yeah. What we're saying is Miami, you need to get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. You need to get the 1 seed, kind of have it sewn up. You need to go on a insane run going into the late fall, winter.
Pretty much by Thanksgiving, you should have the 1 seed sewn up.
Basically. You should be at like 9 or 10 wins.
Yeah, and
then you're gonna. I don't assume you to completely bottom out, win some games here and there.
Yeah,
get like 13, 14 wins. That might be enough. You know what I mean? And you gotta get the 1 seed.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying. Miami 1 seed or hope to God that like another team in the AFC like the Texans,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Are in the your wild card match,
or the Chargers,
yeah,
or the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get good, like you gotta hope these are the teams, like the Raiders,
yeah,
the Texans, like the Chargers, like these are the teams the Titans,
right?
Like these are the teams you need to be good.
Yep.
Not the Chiefs.
Yep.
Not the Pack. Not the technical Packers are NFC.
Yeah. Not the Chiefs.
Not the
Bills. Not any of the AFC North
or AFC East.
Yeah. Or AFC East. None of them.
Yeah. None. So like that's what you need. You need to bank on happening.
Yeah.
Or just switch divisions. Just take somebody else's spot.
So just swap with like the Cardinals.
No. You want to keep them. Keep all the warm weather. Who's in the switch with the Giants and some shit. Like they already over there.
True.
They already over there. Just stay over there.
True.
We'll swap with y'all, and we good.
Fair,
no harm, no foul. No malice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or with Washington.
Washington. Yeah, that's another good one.
Just swap it. That's it.
Continuing on from that though, another thing that's kind of been happening was Anthony Edwards after a game on Thanksgiving the day before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't play on Thanksgiving.
I think the day before then. Mm-hmm. Pretty much they had a bad loss, and Anthony Edwards called his team soft. He said there's too many agendas, and as of right now, the trade's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't seem like the team that we saw last year especially defensively.
Right.
Rudy's taking a step back. Julius Randle's not locked in on that side. Like, what could they do to shift the tides to make sure that they're at least in the play-in?
For one, Anthony Edwards has to become more aggressive. I think he's leaning way too much on threes. They got to move on from Mike Conley. He's done.
He's a wrap.
I was in middle school when Mike Conley got drafted.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to be 30. Like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like it's time. Like, they got to upgrade at the point guard position. Julius Randle to me is a rich man's, and as far as mentality,
Right.
Not they have these two dudes have two. He had a completely different game than this other guy, but he's a rich man's Rudy Gay in my opinion, which is teams get better when he leaves. That was a phenomenon in the early 2010s when Rudy Gay kept getting traded, and every team got better. Once he left
Toronto got better.
Yeah. It just kept Memphis. They got better. It just kept happening. It's like, you know what? Maybe it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with Julius Randle's like, you know what? Maybe it is you. Maybe you need to go. I just don't think. I think his playmaking ability is good. But he doesn't give you enough on the in the other areas of the game. It's not like his playmaking is like Jokic where he give you like 10, 11 assists. He's not.
Right.
So it's just not. It's not doing it. It's not leading to anything. And he's one of those guys who lets his emotions dictate his game.
That's true. That's
right?
very true.
So, like, if he's not feeling in a way, if he's not doing something, if he's not getting his touches, if he's not scoring or whatever, he'll go into the tubes or whatever.
Yep.
So it's a lot. And remember, they struggled. Remember last year they went to the Western Conference Finals, but the year before they didn't make the playoffs.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Obviously the trade happened in the middle. Was it middle of the season or middle of when did that Rudy Gobert trade? It was off season, right?
That was off season.
But they never gelled.
They didn't gel. I forget what happened. I think they traded some guys
At the end?
at the end.
I just know they never gelled.
Yeah.
I just know they never quite gelled. And I could have sworn it was like the All-Star break for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't. But it just didn't work. So I'm like, maybe last year was the anomaly.
Maybe.
You know? And this year, this is who they are, right? Because it's not like the Knicks are out here lighting the world on fire.
Yeah, they're not.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's like, oh my God, like Cat. No, you know.
Yeah.
I just think that Anthony Edwards they have to find him a legitimate
number two
co-star.
Yeah. And
typically with twos, right, the successful guys who played the two guard position, the co-star needs to either be a big
or a wing.
Not even actually I take it back. A center.
You're right.
Or like you said, another wing.
Yeah, another wing.
Right? Because with Kobe it was Shaq or Powell.
Yep.
With Jordan, it was Pippen.
Yep.
Even Kawhi, when he has his success, especially in Houston, he had Olajuwon.
Yep.
It's when you compare that two guard, that slashing, Wade, Shaq.
Yep.
When you compare them with another
a center or a large wing.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen is tall.
Yeah, 6'8".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to find that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Brandon Ingram's going to be out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe you felt like maybe that could be the answer. You know what I mean? He's used to kind of
being the two
anyway. Option, you
know
what I mean? With because of Zion's health, sometimes he can step into the lead position role. But maybe that's the guy you kind of go after.
Yeah.
That's the kind of you got to, I don't know, maybe you reach out to Toronto and check the pulse on Scotty Barnes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing what's up with him. But those what you kind of got to do because Minnesota, they're not just outright signing people.
No.
So you're going to have to think of that. So yeah, that's my thought.
Continuing on from that in basketball, another team who's even worse off than Minnesota is the 76ers.
Yes.
This was the year.
For what?
To be good. To finally at least make a run.
Get to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Which they haven't done since 01?
So they've done since 01, and it doesn't look like that's happening anytime
No.
Your thoughts, your early thoughts right now just on the drama of the 76ers.
It started off as the process, and now it's the infirmary. It's a mess. And this is what happens when – and I thought about this, right, when the process.
Yeah.
Maybe the process wasn't done, and maybe there was one more move to be made to complete the actual process, and maybe that was trading Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they kept thinking that he was the final piece to the process. And it's like, no.
Yeah,
maybe not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like with any process, you can always, you know what I mean. There's always things to tinker with and moves to be made, and until you get the final solution, right? As good as Joel Embiid is, you know, he has his shortcomings, and health is one of them, and that's been an issue.
Yep.
And it's not going to get better as he gets older.
No,
it just doesn't. It doesn't happen like
works,
that.
Yeah.
And I think, to me, they missed a key opportunity after not 2024 but 2023. I think they went out in 7. The James Harden team to the Celtics. They had a golden opportunity. To me at that point, I would have thought about it, moving Joel Embiid. And remember, coming off that point, he's at his apex. He's just won MVP
at his healthiest.
You know what I'm saying? He's won MVP and all that kind of stuff. That means if you trade him, you're going to get back
at least another
A1 player,
a superstar or picks.
We done with picks. We done with picks. We done with the picks. A more healthier version. We gonna trick a team.
So who we tricking? Who we tricking?
I'm trying to think.
Who can we trick in 2023? Let's do that, because I think you're right.
I would check Boston's temperature.
Okay, for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
he was on the table.
Yeah, I would check. You know, they coming off. They flamed out.
Yep.
Against was it Miami?
Miami. Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like I would have checked their temperature on one of the JB. You know what I mean? One of the J's. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, we'll give you a B. And remember, they ended up trading for Porzingis.
True.
So maybe in their mind, they think, oh damn, we can get a big too.
True.
I would have checked their temperature. You never know.
True.
You never know. Trying to think. That's a tough call to make because
like I said, you're not getting another equivalent center. You're not getting Gian. I don't think you're getting Giannis.
Right.
You're not going to get Joker. You're not getting Anthony Davis. No, you're not getting Anthony Davis. I'm trying to think. 2023. I don't think you're getting Anthony Davis. Not in 2023.
For Joel Embiid, they might have given him up.
Maybe.
They might have given him up. They might have given him up.
Maybe. You might. Now that I think about it, you might be right. Maybe you do get Anthony Davis.
Maybe you check Orlando's temperature for either Wagner or Paolo.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like there are some teams you could have like called.
Yeah.
And just seen what, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what's good? What's happening with y'all situation?
Because I think we
what's
all
good
agree.
over there?
I think we all agree that Maxey was definitely an up and comer.
Yes.
So we still got something tucked away,
right,
for the future,
right.
But Joel Embiid is not going to be a part of that. Continuing on from there, though, Bo Jackson.
Yes,
it's his birthday.
Yeah, he celebrated 62nd birthday this past week. Mm-hmm.
That's. I didn't realize he was that old.
I mean, either.
I thought he was in his 50s for some reason.
Yeah, same. Yeah. But then again, Michael Jordan turned 50 when I was in high school, so he's in his 60s.
Right.
So they're around the same time frame.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense.
It makes sense, but I always imagine them like around my dad's age for some reason. Okay. And my dad's not 60, so it's like, oh wait, they're older. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were still like in college when they made it in the league.
Right.
But yeah, Bo Jackson. I mean,
to me, Bo Jackson is interesting because he's the greatest mythological athlete of all time.
Yeah.
Like his feats off the field, the people said he did. He got like a what's the action dude?
Action Jackson?
No, Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
People be like, you know, exaggerating. You know what he did. That's what Bo Jackson is. You know what I'm saying? They're like, he did. You know, he did this. He did that. The reason I want to talk about Bo Jackson was, you know, Nike had the whole Bo Nose commercial in the whole Bo era, whatever, Bo Diddley and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I shared with you guys some of the commercials. And I was like, this is how you market an athlete.
Yes.
Because Bo wasn't this super.
No, he's not super bombastic. He's not a Dion.
No.
But he's, in terms of athleticism, he is, though.
Yes.
Right? Like, played football, played baseball, freak athlete all around. I think my favorite part of Lowers where he pretty much refused to go to Tampa because they effed up his eligibility.
Really?
Yeah. So, Tampa Bay wanted to draft Bo Jackson, so the owner like flew him out, all of that. And Bo was like, I don't know if I can do this because this might F up my football eligibility. which he's the Tampa owner's like, no, it's all fine. It's good. Flies out there, gets back. It's like, you're not eligible to play football.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't draft me. I'm playing baseball. Which is why he was in the supplemental draft for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he went to the Raiders, because Tampa drafted him, and he's like, no.
Damn.
Fuck y'all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shout out Tampa. But yeah, just seeing how they market an athlete, you really don't see that anymore.
No, because it worked for Jordan too, right?
Spike
Lee. Because Jordan at that time wasn't a personality that we knew.
Never really was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the on-court persona never really translated to like the off-court persona. You know what I mean? You don't really see that today.
No,
because there are a lot of athletes who you figured like could benefit from it and didn't, or they don't somehow. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard in his peak probably could have.
Yeah, he could use a Spike Lee or whatever.
He could have. Not anymore. Too late. We good.
It's too late.
We wait for you to just go ahead and hang it up, bro.
A little penny.
Yeah.
For Penny Hardaway.
That's another guy. Yeah. You gave him Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these dudes could benefit from.
I think Devin Booker could.
Yeah. Since they giving him a shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or not giving him. He has a shoe.
He has a shoe. Yeah.
I just feel like. I think, baseball could probably use it.
Definitely.
More than any other.
Definitely.
Just pair them with, you just make it creative.
Yep. Pair them with a streamer or somebody.
Yeah.
Just marketing for athletes definitely has taken a dip.
All right, yeah.
Because it I don't think it even really changed. Like, even for like LeBron, like we had the puppets, which wasn't him.
Right.
Like that was somebody else. That was I think it was Kenan Thompson.
But LeBron had already showed his diversity in other commercials.
That's true. That's true.
The other LeBrons, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think
he dived into the pool. LeBron's always been very charismatic.
And we didn't get Kobe with the Mamba and Kevin Hart until later in his career.
Well, we had Kobe with Kanye West, the Kobe system.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. What does that mean?
That's around his like there's
reemergence.
Yeah, with the finals
2010.
Yeah. So that makes sense around that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, just there are a lot of people I think could benefit from that.
Yeah, an elevated form of marketing. Let's actually market our athletes.
Yeah.
Like, let's not just try to do it off the strength of the game, because that's not always going to work.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have a Dion who was a villain, basically.
Right.
I think Ja works by himself because I think Ja, people are watching Ja, so they want to know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's watching for Devin Booker.
Yeah. Moving on from that though, this is why we here.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. Obviously, transitioning out of sports.
Yep. Pop culture, other things that we like to talk about. Something
different. My guy, the boy, Mr. Six himself, Drake.
Yep.
The gift that keeps giving, unfortunately. As a Drake fan, I say that, unfortunately.
Yeah, you say that with a lot of.
I'm fighting for my life online. So this past week, Drake filed not one, but two pre-action petitions.
Yep.
And I'll let Bryce go ahead and break that down for you guys.
So, the first case targeted against UMG and Spotify with claims of violating a RICO and manipulating streams through botting and influencers. The second claim calls out UMG and iHeartMedia on claims of defamation. So the first one is the petition that outlines a strategy by UMG to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us. This includes using bots to generate fake streams, making undisclosed payments to Spotify for song promotion, and engaging in payola, illegal payments to radio stations. Additionally, UMG reportedly paid influencers and social media platforms to promote the song without transparency about these financial arrangements. A core issue in the strategic partnership between Spotify and UMG, which the petition describes as an effort to amplify music discovery and social interaction and enhance fan experience across the platform. Moreover, the petition also claims that UMG, which entered a global license agreement with Spotify in 2020, charged the streaming service 30% less to license Not Like Us in exchange for Spotify affirmatively recommending the song to users who were searching for other unrelated songs and artists without disclosing this information to the public.
Okay, so I remember I called you when this first went down. We just talked about it, and initially I was like, why is he doing this? Whatever, trying to, get like a pulse on this, and right away, your thoughts went to his contract.
I think he's trying to get out the UMG deal.
That was that was literally your first. That was the first thing he said. Is like he must be trying to get out of that contract. And I was like, and that changed. My entire. What made you say that?
That's only because I don't remember where I heard it from. I don't know if it was Mal or Academics, but they were talking about how he was kind of unsatisfied with the terms of UMG's contract, and
that he signed. Right.
Well, but then I think through us talking, we then found out that he's pretty much fulfilled his end of the bargain for UMG. And so he wants either a better deal or just more freedom to do what he wants.
Yeah.
But
more money. He wants
more money.
Yeah.
Most likely, which I don't blame him. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. I want more money in spite of, and UMG was like, no, because I think I guess they're going off the length of the deal and not the money value of the deal, which that causes problems, right?
Right.
I've done what I need to do monetarily, but they're saying, yeah, well, you're still signed for another X amount of years.
Or from what I heard is they just don't want to give him the money he wants.
Yeah.
Like if I think if they be comfortable giving him the same deal he just signed.
True.
You know what I mean? But they just don't want to get up the ante on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When a rapper's going into their 40s.
But then, I always thought of history, and when it comes to music, right? What happens when all these artists sign these major deals? Eventually, it's like, yeah, nah, I'm done. I don't want to be tied to you anymore, and I'll do anything to get out this deal.
Yeah.
Prince changed his name.
Yeah.
A whole new
artist.
A
whole symbol. No slave on his face.
Yeah. Michael Jackson pretty much rebelled against Sony BMG, and that kind of killed his momentum. A lot of artists eventually just like, I don't want to be signed to this label anymore. Taylor got the nicest of it, where she was able to get out, sue. What was his name?
You're talking about
Dr. Luke or something like that. She was able to get out of her deal, but she couldn't get her masters.
Oh no, that's different. Dr. Luke, his situation with Kesha.
That's right.
And that was like sexual assault or something.
No, who was
Taylor? Was
what's his name?
Taylor was initially signed to Big Machine.
Yeah, Big Machine.
When she was coming up, got out of it, fulfilled that, got out of that deal. I forgot who she ended up signing with after that. But then Scotty, I've got the dude.
Not Drake. Justin Bieber's former manager.
Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun, yes.
Yeah, God. Scooter Braun. I think it was called like Hybe.
Yeah.
Or Hub, whatever. Because Big Machine was offering up selling her original recordings, her masters, and apparently, because I watched something on HBO about this. It was like offered. It was like two conflicting things.
Yeah, like she was claiming that she wasn't offered.
They said they did.
They said they did, and I think Scooter was like, "I'll get them for you."
No. He asked her if he let her like they. This is from their side.
Yeah,
they said that they like Big Machine offered it to her.
Yeah,
I think his people reached out to her, let her, it's good or whatever. And once everybody realized that she wasn't going to, I do think there was like a weird caveat. Like she had to
there was a weird
record.
caveat.
It was something weird. Like she had to do something else and she didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So it was all, technically she didn't sue her. She just re-recorded because, after a certain while you can re-record the.
That's what she ended up doing.
She because she didn't have no legal grounds to really do anything. Yeah. So
But that's what I thought about. It was like at some point because he signed that deal 2021.
Yeah.
And
before Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah, before Certified Lover Boy. And 3-4 years in, it's like, all right, I could be doing more. Like I've done enough to get more. And, we all agree. I think we all in this room agree that those albums weren't the best.
No.
But he still toured well.
Yeah. He had the record until Travis Scott just broke it.
Yeah. So I can see his point of view. But I guess the weird part for me in all of this is why use this beef to get out of it?
So when I initially saw this, I was just like, oh no. I was like, no. You know what I mean? Like let's just let this thing happen, let it play out, and then once it's done, it'd be done. First, let's get a couple things straight, right? One is he's not suing anybody.
Yeah, it's a petition.
Which,
to clarify, let's be very clear. A petition is him saying, I believe there was foul play. I don't have all of the evidence that I need for a suit. So I need this suit to go through so we can go to discovery.
Right.
So I can get that information.
And more importantly, he's not suing Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Right. No one's being sued.
Yeah.
Two, and this is another thing that I think people fail to understand is this point's about business. This is what I think happened, right? I believe that he was engaging with UMG for a new contract.
Yep.
Pre-beef.
Yep.
Right? The beef pops off. Now, if you have business to take care of, you have no business engaging in a beef.
That's true.
You got to get your house in order. You got to get your money in order before you deal with anything. That comes first.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You want to like, transition and focus on that? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Now you got to know what comes with that.
Yep.
Right? So if the label decides to use this as a tactic, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like lower your value, because technically if...
Yeah, UMG had all the power to go to both parties, like cut the shit.
Yeah.
I had 100% availability to do that.
They won't.
They won't. But they had that ability.
Yeah.
Which is what the second suit is basically saying.
But this is what I think he's thinking, right?
Yeah.
I think he's just upset with the way negotiations happen, which, I mean, he should be used to it. This is how negotiations work. We see athletes talk about this. Derek Jeter talked about this in the Captain series.
Yeah, it's business.
It's business. Like, when you get into the meeting rooms, like, you may think
you can have the best relationship with UMG, but once it's time for business, UMG is taking their side, not yours.
And it's not even that. It's more so of like what you got to be prepared to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's when you're not want a contract, when it's all fun and dandy, right? It's all, everything's good and up, and hey man, you're doing a good job. But when you get to that room and you asking them to open up their pocketbook and gave you $40 million, and now you asking for $500, $600, $700 million, and they start pulling out the stats. Oh yeah, you sold so in 2016 you was at $1 million with views. With Scorpion, you was at this. But then these last couple parties did this.
Yeah, Her Loss did this. For All the Dogs did this.
Yeah, so like we when we gave you that $400 million, we thought you was gonna do this. You've only done this. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be prepared.
Get prepared to hear that.
Yeah,
right? they gonna point out the stats as to why I shouldn't.
And that's business.
Yep.
Right. And you got to come back with your information. You got to show your value to them and all that kind of stuff. So that's one aspect. Two is, and it's just me ballparking it, is it sounds like from just the suit or whatever that he did not like the internal way things were handled during the beef.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like he doesn't like the fact that I've been the breadwinner, so to speak, the man for the golden child,
Yeah, for whatever entity of UMG that he's a part of.
Yeah, for UMG. Because, Kendrick's over there in Interscope, I outsold him in every capacity.
Right.
He ain't keeping on the lights more than I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm the reason why y'all can sign some of these artists that don't make shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm the reason you can take a flyer on some of these people, right? If it was him, you still need to tread lightly a little bit. So I think he don't like the way, and obviously there are people who are there who, like he said, are loyal to him or loyal to the other side. Yeah. So he hears things and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? Maybe they was playing a song at headquarters out loud. And maybe niggas was crip walking in the boardroom. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he probably didn't like the way things were handled internally. Yeah. And when you feel like you've been like, what's the word? Like
disrespected.
We use Tom Brady as an example.
Okay.
I'm in New England.
Yep.
I've won all these championships.
Yeah, I'm Tom F. and Brady.
How dare you want to move off me for Jimmy Garoppolo? Yeah. How dare you? You know what I'm saying?
How dare you not pay me what I'm worth?
Well, I took pay cuts.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I should be able to determine when I leave here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's not get this fucked up. Like, I should determine when this will be this whole New England Patriot thing and get, you know what I mean? Yeah. How dare you try to even make that move? Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. And I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? So there are plenty of examples of people not feeling wanted. Just, I don't want to, the Bulls, the whole Last Dance. Like,
yeah. That whole team pretty much said F Jerry Krause.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so we know it's like when you don't want to be somewhere, you feel like they don't have your back. Yeah. You know what I mean? If that was like a neutral, if he in his mind, if it feels like neutral, where like he felt like there was no foul play,
Yeah.
Like the label didn't do anything funny or anything.
Yeah.
It was just he just had the better song, which he did. And it just won off the strength or whatever. And no one went out their way to stick their neck out and said something.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, cool, whatever. Like back to the contract.
Yeah.
But from what it sounds like, from what I've been hearing, they used the beef to kind of undermine him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And to be fair to UMG, like I said, maybe they didn't do all of what he's saying.
Right.
But to UMG, it's like, hey, bro, you just got killed by Kendrick. Mm-hmm. Why should we?
Right.
And I would feel some type of way. Because at the end of the day, I'm still the bigger artist than Kendrick.
Right.
Like this beef means nothing. I lost another beef to Pusha T. And y'all still signed me to a contract. So what's different?
I guess what they're saying is the difference is after that Pusha T beef, you had your best year as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like we didn't have a leg to stand on.
True.
You know, you literally had your best year or two as an artist ever, probably across the board. So we ain't got a leg to stand on. But this one is like, you met your margins, but like,
and I think it's kind of how we talked about it, right? We all agreed that his projects under this label haven't been the best
as of late. He been on UMG's whole career,
right? Yeah, well, under this new deal as well.
Yeah.
Under the new deal, the project haven't been what we thought,
right? Which could lead to the reasoning of that's why, like he probably wanted to get out of the deal, early on, which is why he kind of was just like pushing out, you know, that explains the Honestly Nevermind album.
I think so too, yeah.
Like, oh, Beyonce's doing this because he helped a little bit on that project.
Yeah.
Let me just throw out something too, count it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when we first talked about it, my thoughts on this thing has changed though.
Okay.
I've talked to my brother. I've read an article in Rolling Stone, and I've just been waiting for any lawyer to give me anything to help my guy out.
Yeah.
I'll take anything. I'm desperate out here. Not one lawyer was like,
he's got a case.
Yes, not one. I said, damn. So this is where this actually, so two things. One, the best thing to happen to him is for him not to have a case.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's a petition. Mm-hmm. So a judge has to look at what he wants and has to agree that you should be able to find this.
Yeah. So
this couldn't even make it to court. A judge could just be like, nah.
The best thing for him is for this to not happen, to not go to trial.
Yep.
And now you just have to. Honestly, what I want him to do is just go away.
Yeah.
And get off fucking social media.
Yep.
And this leads to my next point. Go ahead.
I think in the getting off social media part, I think he has to stop pretending like the beef doesn't affect him.
Well, we know it's affecting you.
We know.
So we passed it. Whether you believe it or not, we already know that.
Stop pretending to yourself.
Yeah.
It affected you. Internalize it. Meditate on it. Figure out what you're going to do next.
Go to Bali with Russell Simmons.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wish that he did not focus so much on like the people who are like the critics and all that.
Yeah.
Because, and I do think he lacks some self-awareness when I say this. I think he forgets who got him here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't the critics' choice.
Nope.
Or the media journal, whatever. He wasn't their choice.
Yeah.
He wasn't his peers' choice.
Nope.
Right?
You're not your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
We picked him.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
There's a reason why after the Meek Mill thing, the whole ghostwriting allegations, you were still at the top.
Yep.
There's a reason why after the whole Pusha T, although he really, I don't think he really had a son. So that's not like,
no.
That's not anything.
You just got called a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
And most niggas was like, okay, we know a lot of those.
Yeah, right. Me too. You know what I mean? Niggas can relate, you know?
Yeah.
No, we support, be
a good father. Be a good father.
You know. But you got here because of the fans.
Yep.
When you were beefing with him, you were still on top. Yep. And his numbers were like sliding back.
Yeah, and that album post the beef for Pusha T didn't really move.
No. I'm saying with the Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
He had a surge.
Yeah.
once the fuck, because everybody kept saying, and I knew for some reason I thought they were full of it. I didn't believe them, and I was right. They kept saying, "Yo, when HBCUs, they come around the homecoming band, they're gonna play not like us, and it's gonna still go into the fall." I said, "Them institutions are not about to play a song what they calling him at a higher education."
No band director.
Yeah.
Is going to use that song.
And if they did, it's not gonna be for homecoming.
No.
You talking about one day gonna change? No. Not the world. You know, it's only like it's not enough HBCUs to get that movement like that.
Yeah, they don't play Hit 'Em Up.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, I'm just saying, even if they did, it's not gonna change the he's not gonna get a surge. He's not gonna fly back up the charts, right?
No.
And if because there started to be a separation again between him and Kendrick.
Yeah.
I started noticing online. I started noticing that, I started seeing his songs again played again more on people's stories and adding it to their posts and all that. Cool. We back to business as usual.
Yeah.
Right. Even though most of the songs that came out while his song came out, they still on the charts.
Yep.
Now, like us kind of slid out of the top 10. Shabuzi's still there.
Yep.
Espresso's still there.
Yep.
Birds of a Feather's still there.
Yep.
They still there. So his stuff is starting to kind of, people were getting fatigued with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was everywhere.
So I just wish that he would have saw the 73 million people. I wish he would have more faith in his fans.
Yeah.
That's what I wish. Like, bro, don't worry about what Charlamagne the guy. He ain't never been a fan of yours.
Nope.
Joe Budden been screaming for half a decade.
Yep.
Don't worry about that.
Internet's the internet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get off the internet, dog.
Yep.
Let us get you through this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because like I've seen it. If the artist's not gonna defend themselves, the fans will.
100%. 100%.
They're not just gonna let you take a beating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True fans will have your back.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not gonna just let you take a beating. They're not just let it do it. So I wish he would have just been like, you know what? Like you said, internalize it. That's another thing that pisses me off, right? Is he does have a right to be mad.
Of course.
He got called when he got called in front of the world, and people were dancing to it. People he liked, were not liked. People he was friends with turned on him during this, right? So like his world in a span of a year got essentially turned upside down.
Yep.
He doesn't know who to trust. Doesn't know who to turn to, right? So it's like, damn. Like, and they got a question how people really feel about you. Do people really, have they really felt like this way about me this whole time? Have I had these blinders on?
Yep.
What's really good?
Yep.
Right? It reminds me of an episode of Justice League Unlimited, the Task Force X episode.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end, because they broke into Justice League, the little space headquarters thing, and I forgot the name of that big thing. It's not called cabinets. I forgot the name of it though. And they broke in, they stole whatever machine they wanted to steal, and they got out. And at the end, Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern, John Stewart, they was interrogating some random worker there. Yeah. And Martian Manhunter's like, I'm gonna erase his whole mind or wipe his whole mind or something like that. And he goes, because we can't trust anybody or something like that, right? Yeah. They talking to each other. We can't, he's like, we can't trust him. Martian Manhunter said, we can't trust him. And John looked at him, he's like, dog, we can't trust anybody. And it shows this eerie sound of the whole people walking around the whole ship or whatever because of what happened. Right? Yeah. They got infiltrated. And it's like, I think Drake, he got infiltrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And that messes you up.
Yeah.
And like you said, you got to deal with that, bro.
You have to. You watched, especially over the summer, you watched a lot of people who you had a good relationship with partying in California. That fucks you up.
Or you just in general.
No, but they
was probably partying to it in Toronto.
You might be right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a hit song.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the relationships that we knew were very popular.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You watched them partying in California. Over the course of the beef, Kendrick pretty much said, I got people tipping me off. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be.
Yeah.
Like that's nerve-wracking. Mm-hmm. That what I've built in OVO has been desecrated.
Yeah.
That sucks. But don't pretend like it didn't hurt. Because the more you do that, the more you do stuff like this. You're just lashing out.
Yeah.
And yeah, attacking Steve Lacy. For what? saying stuff about
on the internet too much.
Yeah,
on the internet too much.
For what?
I saw that. I was like, bro, you up here?
Yeah,
he down here.
Yeah,
keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like that'd be like LeBron, responding to, I don't know. Yeah, Duncan Robinson and some shit. Like, all right, bro. Like,
whatever.
You just Charlie Brown. Want. That's you know what I mean. Come on, dog. Like, you got to get off the internet.
You've got work to do.
Which is why the best thing that can happen to him is this suit saying he doesn't have a case.
Yeah.
Because now there ain't no more moves you can make.
Nope.
He has a tour coming up in Australia.
Yep.
Next year. So you do that or whatever. But bro. I hope he takes off the entire next year.
I agree. I don't think we should get a project in 2025 from Drake
at all. We can wait on the party record.
Yeah,
we can wait on it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do what you got to do. Solve whatever problems you have with UMG. Get that solved, and then come back swinging in 2026. And
you know who played this really good? J. Cole.
100%.
He should have did what J. Cole did.
Yep. Bow out.
No. After.
After.
You once you in the fight, get in the fight. Sure. I'm not letting him off the hook for that. But after, so he releases Grippy. What? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. After that, J. Cole realized there's only one way through. There's only one way through.
Yep.
In the history of whatever you do for a living, when you are down bad in that, it's only one way through, and that's to do that at an elite level.
Yep.
Right. So J. Cole realized,
all right,
I gotta rap my way through this.
Grippy's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
I need some bangers.
And he went on a nice. You need to let people know you can rap.
Yeah.
And he went on another feature run. Smoked all the features that came out between August and September. October. Yep. Smoked all of them. Smoked the T Grizzly record. Yep. He smoked the Daylight record. Yep. Like he was just on a tear, right? And now he has the his audio journey podcast coming out, detailing everything that's coming up to now, right? He has the anniversary, not the anniversary. Is it anniversary? Of 2014 to his drive. Yeah. So that that's going to be taking place in Madison Square Garden. The music is getting him through.
Yep.
The music.
You got to remind people why you like me.
Yeah.
I got to remind you why you like me.
You know what I'm saying? And the music, will they forget what you did? No.
We're still going to forever call you a pussy.
Yeah. I'm not, but if you do good, that'll trump it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That'll trump it. And the thing with Drake, like, bro, take some time.
Yep.
Do what you got to deal with. Let whatever Kendrick do, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
With you or without you, it's going to happen.
Let 2025 be Kendrick's whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
Yep.
And have faith that your fans will still be there.
Yep.
And that the credibility and that the work that you've done your entire career will still be there.
Yep.
And to lean on and then come back better than ever.
Yep.
But you know what, man? That's all the time we have for you guys today, man. You can follow me at Facebook at Bryce Odin. Follow me on Instagram at Bryce David Odin. Bryce going to tell him.
We're on Twitter and Threads, Bruce Leroy.
And remember, you didn't hear from the horse's mouth to listen to ass who told you. And we out. Peace.